SparkHire has been tremendous. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to hire over 500 people in 2021.
Last year, we did in excess of 900 interviews using SparkHire. It was effortless, absolutely effortless.
In the last year that we've been using the system, we've conducted 876 video screens. It's ended up saving us about 438 hours over this last year.
If you're thinking about whether to use SparkHire, don't hesitate. It makes your job a lot easier.
Hi, I'm Patrick, and I'm on the product marketing team here at SparkHire, and I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of SparkHire and the problems we help you solve. We'll take a look at the product interface, I'll show you the candidate experience, and then we'll talk about pricing and how to get started. Let's jump right in. At its core, SparkHire enables busy HR departments to dramatically increase their speed to hire, typically doubling it or more. The market shows overwhelming evidence that speed to hire continues to be top of mind for hiring professionals, but speed is now an expectation from top candidates as well. In fact, a recent Sterling survey revealed that 75% of candidates consider speed of the hiring process an important factor on where they decide to work, and over half stated they would abandon the hiring process if it took too long. Knowing that hiring fast is now the price of admission, talent teams have a sizable dilemma. How do you maintain your high bar for talent while still filling roles as quickly as possible? Rushing through the process often leads to less than ideal candidates, and churn forces you to start the process all over again. Hiring fast and maintaining a higher bar for talent have long been opposing forces, but they don't have to be. We know the traditional screening and interviewing process takes more than 2 weeks, and often much longer. It takes so long because recruiters are chasing down candidates, trying to schedule and reschedule phone screens that somehow fit between their busy 9-to-5 schedules, hoping the candidates are worth their time and resources. This antiquated process just takes too long and can be very costly. That's where SparkHire comes in. SparkHire uses one-way video interviews so that candidates can be screened 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, giving them maximum flexibility and convenience to complete interviews on their own time with no scheduling necessary. One-way interviews make resumes really come to life and help you assess not just job skills, but communication skills and culture fit as well. SparkHire lets you share candidates with hiring managers to review and leave feedback about who they want to see for live final stage interviews. And because these one-way interviews are structured with the same question for every candidate for each particular role, this is a far more fair and equitable screening process. This means your entire team can review answers themselves rather than relying on one person's interpretation of a phone call. The best part is your team can screen up to 5 times more candidates than with traditional methods. So you may be asking, who typically uses SparkHire? Well, thousands of organizations of all shapes and sizes, but regardless of their size, they typically struggle with problems like the volume of applicants, an inability to quickly identify highly qualified candidates, and not being able to extend job offers quickly enough due to having too many interview stages with multiple hiring stakeholders. SparkHire helps organizations solve these problems by increasing screening efficiency, providing an extra layer of candidate evaluation, and eliminating time-consuming and unnecessary live interview steps throughout their processes. Now, let's get into the SparkHire platform itself, and I'll show you how SparkHire's one-way video interviews can help you solve your problems. The first question we always get from prospective customers is, what does this look like for the candidate? Well, it all starts when you create a job in SparkHire and invite your candidates to their one-way video interview. You'll start by inserting a job title and description. Next, you'll write your interview questions. You have the option to create interview questions with or without restrictions like think time, number of takes, and time limit. We'll show you what that looks like for the candidate in just a bit. You can also use our questionnaire and advanced questionnaire systems to create pre-interview questions for the candidate to answer prior to recording video responses. These types of responses can include single-line text, paragraphs, checkboxes, and more. Once the interview prep is completed, you have the ability to invite candidates via email and SMS text messages from within the SparkHire platform, or you can get a shareable invite link. The candidate will receive a text message instantly, prompting them to check their email for the invitation. Candidates will click through the link in their email, bringing them to the interview landing page. This landing page will feature your company branding, the full description of the job they applied for, and information about your company. Your company's branding will appear throughout the interview process. Once the candidate clicks the link to begin their interview, all they have to do is accept the terms of use, which gives you their permission to access the recorded interview and they're ready to begin. There's no need to log in or create a candidate account. If you've included a questionnaire, the candidate will start by answering these pre-interview questions and then they'll get right into the video section. You have the ability to record an intro video that will greet candidates as they enter the interview. This helps candidates have a welcoming, personalized experience. SparkHire will then conduct an automatic tech setup that makes sure candidates have sufficient internet speed and access to their device's camera and microphone. Now that all the technical components are good to go, candidates have a chance to try a practice question. They'll get to see the interview environment, test their camera positioning and microphone volume, and get comfortable with recording a response. Once they're ready, candidates begin the first interview question. They'll see question parameters like think time, number of takes, and time limit. For the most personalized experience, you can record video questions so that candidates see and hear a real person asking them their interview questions. Just like the practice question, candidates will record their response and submit once completed. If the question allows multiple takes, they'll have the opportunity to re-record their response. Once candidates finish recording their answers, they'll see an outro video that you have recorded for them. You can thank them for completing the interview and let them know what to expect for next steps. We provide an opportunity for candidates to rate their experience with SparkHire and leave feedback on the process. Millions of candidates have completed SparkHire interviews all around the world, and our candidate satisfaction score is 4.7 out of 5 stars, thanks to our intuitive platform and free 24/7 candidate technical support. And best of all, candidates can complete their interviews from any device, like computers, smartphones, or tablets, and there's no app download required. They don't even have to create an account. Once they receive their invitation email, they can just jump right in and begin their speedy interview process. Now let's take a look at the hiring team experience. You'll begin by logging in to your SparkHire dashboard. When a candidate completes an interview, you'll be notified by email, and you'll navigate to the View Interviews section. The completed interviews will appear here. You can click on a candidate and watch their responses to each question. While watching, you can give a candidate a star rating and leave feedback on each question. If you have multiple reviewers, you won't be able to see anyone else's feedback until you leave your own, thereby reducing bias. You can also see the resume attached as you listen to the interview. The next step in the process is to share the completed interview with other stakeholders, primarily hiring managers. You can do this by creating a basic share link. This link can be shared however you like, using email, Slack, or your preferred communication channel. Once the hiring manager clicks through the share link, they'll get to review the candidate's completed interview. Now, if you want to share multiple completed interviews with your team, you can create advanced share links. This valuable tool will send out completed interviews to team members of your choosing, and they'll have the opportunity to rate and comment on each candidate. With advanced share links, you can connect recruiters, hiring managers, and their teams in one simple step. Thanks to this early stage collaboration, your hiring team will only invite the top candidates to live interviews, saving you time and resources while also increasing your speed to hire. Once your team has decided on candidates to move through the hiring process, SparkHire's integrated scheduling tool will help you lock in a time and date for a live or in-person interview. Hopefully that gave you a good idea of how SparkHire can slash your time to hire and help you make better hires much faster. Now let's get into SparkHire's transparent pricing and how to choose a plan that's right for you. SparkHire offers multiple plans to fit the hiring needs of any organization, all of which include unlimited interviews. You can go month to month or purchase an annual plan at a 20% discount. Check out sparkhire.com/pricing to see all of your pricing options. If you want a more detailed demo covering how SparkHire can solve your specific hiring challenges, or if you'd like to dive deeper into a feature I've covered today, please book a time with one of our product experts by visiting our website at sparkhire.com. Thanks for joining me for the demo today, and happy hiring.
Before SparkHire, we struggled with capacity. Our team is pretty lean, and we needed to be able to screen all applications. That required us to find time, schedule with an individual candidate, reschedule if necessary. And so now that we are using SparkHire, what we've done is tenfold, given ourselves capacity.
If you're thinking about using Spark Hire, just go ahead and do it. You're never going to look back and you're going to wonder how you did hiring in the past without it.